Welcome to another daily dose of greatness quest. Today is a video episode, so make sure you check out the video. Go to trevorcrane.com. The subject for today is choose your own adventure. We are having our own adventure over in the Exumas in the Bahamas. It's a lot of fun. I know you're going to love today's show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness quest with your host Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
So what are we doing today? If you are still listening to this on audio, I want you to imagine me walking along the coastline in crystal clear blue water, towing my wife and my son along in an ocean kayak, and it's this bright pink ocean kayak with my 11-year-old daughter snorkeling behind us. Actually, I think I'm towing her. And if you're wondering, like, why is this dude walking? You've got a kayak. Why not paddle that sucker? That's what you're going to learn on today's show, is why I'm actually walking along the coastline. All right. So do you remember those books that you used to get when you were little? They're called Choose Your Own Adventure, and like you were able to turn right or left, or should you slay the dragon, or should you be a friend with him, or something like that. All these different things would come up. Well, my wife and I decide on our vacations to try to do things a little bit out of the ordinary and choose our own adventure, and how much fun it is when you do. So for example, on this trip to the Bahamas, we're here for about a week, maybe. Are we here for about 9 days, honey? Okay, we were supposed to be an 8-day trip, but we got delayed a day with all these delays at the airport and whatnot. But we have a 7-day trip in the Bahamas, and half of that is being spent in Nassau at an all-inclusive resort, and it was really nice. All the food was covered with your main fee, one fee, all your drinks, and we hung out there with our Legacy Mastermind group, and we had a lot of fun. We went on a coordinated tour to go swim with the dolphins. I think I already shared that with you in yesterday's episode, or a day before, something like that. It was a lot of fun. But my wife was just saying how much more she enjoyed today when it's just our family and we did something crazy and out of the ordinary. So what did we do? I'm not sure if you've heard of this before, but there's this thing in the Bahamas where you can go swimming with the pigs. And in Nassau, we thought about chartering a boat and taking it over to the island so we could go swimming with the pigs. Because it's not done there in Nassau. You have to go to an out island like the Exumas or Eleuthera, something like that. But as we looked into it, it's like $200, $300, $400 a head, $500 a head. It costs you about $4,000 to $7,000 just to rent a boat to have somebody take you over. And what we decided to do instead was to experience the swimming with the pigs on our own. And we took a flight from Nassau to the Exumas to stay here for a few days. And instead of going on all these guided, we want to do our own thing. So we rented a house on the beach, and it's just this gorgeous, beautiful beach. And the house we rented has access to sea kayaks, and we've had a couple of experiences on kayaks that make our trip like amazing, because we can go anywhere we want. And what we did is they say, hey, you can just go over to the islands over there. And for those of you who are still listening, I just shifted the camera so you can see about a half mile, maybe a mile worth of open, beautiful, crystal clear blue water, where we basically kayaked from one island to the other to go out with these pigs. And instead of doing it in a tour with like 50 other people or 300 other people or whatever it was just us and the pigs. And we fed them bread, and they jumped in the water with us, and then we had to fend them off, and we just had this really cool adventure. It was like our own private island. And we had a choice, just like we do when we're little kids and we're reading the Choose Your Own Adventure novels that I used to like so much, like what you're going to do. And this came up yesterday because my daughter scraped her knees, and we jumped in the kayaks to just go out for sunset. And it didn't go well for her, because her knees were skinned up and the salt water stung her knees, and she was on the boat crying and having a bad time. And I talked with her about how she can make this trip something that she suffers through, because we were on the same ocean and we could have had a good time or we could have had a bad time, and she just was choosing her own adventure to make us all suffer while she was crying because her knees hurt. And you can see that she's snorkeling behind me. Hopefully you're watching this on the video. Like, it wasn't that bad. She didn't take off that much skin, and I get it. She was, her knees hurt. But how often do you or your spouse or your kids, like, go ahead and contribute to things around you, pulling everybody down? I asked my daughter some questions about what type of person she wants to be. And she's reading this really cool book series called Warrior Cats. And I started reading it with her so I know what she's going through. But in this Warrior Cat storyline, because my daughter's addicted to cats, there are the hero cats. There's always like good versus evil in a lot of these stories. And I asked my daughter, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the type of person that pulls everybody up and helps when everything gets hard? Or do you want to be the kind of person that brings everybody down? And that we all get to choose our own adventure. Whether you are going to take your own kayaks over to swim with the pigs, or whether you skin your knee, or whatever version of that you get, are you going to be upset? Are you going to complain? Are you going to bring everybody down? Or are you going to... Hold on, we got to pause here. All right, so we are finishing up today's analogy here of choosing your own adventure. We just had to pause because we need a bathroom break. And my daughter has had enough snorkeling, and little Maverick is waking up. Hi, little Mav. Hi, little Mav. So the whole point for today is that my wife said we're having so much fun on a choose your own adventure day, and that's my challenge for you, is to try to choose something in your life where you can go ahead and, instead of just doing the normal thing, that you choose to have your own adventure. And yeah, I mean the adventure stuff like doing something fun, going to the Bahamas, do something crazy, go swimming with pigs, go make your own tour, go have your own private island. But I also mean just how you're going to deal with adversity. Because if you get hurt, and do you want to bring everybody down, or do you want to be the type of person that lifts everyone up? And if you're wanting, or lights everyone up. And just to go ahead and wrap up today, the reason why I started towing us down the beach is the wind blew so hard. If you look at the palm trees here, they're kind of all blowing this direction. And since I was towing my wife and son and my daughter, we blew too far down the beach. So it just became easier to walk us along instead of paddling along. And so you can tell that we're choosing to make the best of it, even though we blew a little bit out. And I think you're hungry now?
I am, and I haven't even chosen an adventure of complaining yet.
Not yet. All right, hope we see you on another episode of Greatness Quest tomorrow. And if you like this, make sure you go to iTunes and give us a great comment. And that's about it. See you tomorrow.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.